Well, welcome to the plots today. Let's get on there and see what the damage is from the storms that we've had recently. Welcome to the plot tour for beginning of February. Here down today, having a quick check over things after the storms we've had over the last week. Having a check over the stuff inside the polytunnel in the way of winter salads and potatoes. Very blustery, still got the off back end of the storm. Still whipping through the allotments. Inside today, it's nice and warm inside the polytunnel. Got some nice heat for the salads here that have been overwintering. Potatoes have survived. One of them's showing itself quite nicely. We've protected those over the last couple of weeks with some fleece, just in case we had some more low temperatures, which we did have. But as you can see from the blowing inside the polytunnel, we've got high winds here. I've had to do a little bit of a repair just at the back here, over that side there, just where the bar meets the edge of the polytunnel sheeting. Just a quick repair with some repair tape, but it's held up remarkably well. It's blowing a gale here at the moment, but it's not doing too bad. We'll have a look at some of the salads now and see how the potatoes are getting on as well. So things are coming along really nicely in the polytunnel with some of the winter salad. I did take the white icicle radishes out and I replaced them with these seedlings of I think pak choy here, which have had a bit of a munch on by some slugs by the look of things. Been taking some of the red globe radish. There's a few there, looking not too bad. Little on the small side, but I'll leave a few to heart up still. Lamb's lettuce looking nice. Took a few of those. Had a few of these, maybe a little winter density or similar. Again, struck by not having labelled these, but I think that's what they are. They're looking really nice, coming on really well. Take a few of those. There's a speckled red variety here, they're looking really good too. Continue to thin those. There's a little slug, a little blighter there, having a little munch. I'll deal with you later. And then these are looking a little bit on the sad side. These red ones are quite nice, not too bad there. And then some of the stir-fry greens there, the mustardy type ones over there, not looking too bad. No, really happy with those. I think I'll raise the bed a bit more, get another baton on this side and fill it up with some more compost when these are finished. I'm really happy with how they look. It's really good. And the carrots are looking quite nice today too. They've all germinated quite nicely. There's quite a few there. I have to thin those out, but give them a go. See how they're going. And that's early nonce, I think. But hopefully they'll give us a bit of a crop. And these are the potatoes which I put in. I think this was the home guard variety. Just put a little bit of fleece over the top of them just to protect them from, we had a few nights very cold last week. Sorry for the wind battering the polytunnel. They're not looking too bad. Nothing quite up with that one yet. This one does have tiny little shoot just there coming up, so they've thankfully survived the frost, and they'll be up soon, I hope. We'll keep that one tucked up just in case there's another frost. Here on the outside, on the plot, we've just got some of the celery still clinging on there, and some perpetual spinach. The celery are still not doing so good. I have put a bit of fleece on some wire just over there, try and warm up a portion of the plot, just try and see if I can get some things sown, because the weather is really nice at the minute. It will get cold. I'll try and see what we've got in the way of seeds that can cope with the temperatures and germinate. Things are germinating at the house in the little mini staging under the fabric, but Don't know quite how warm it's getting here at the allotment to germinate stuff, so might try some turnips maybe, try and see if we can get some snowball or similar germinated here, give us a couple of rows under there, maybe some early beetroot possibly. But the soil is pretty cold, hoping that that will warm up the ground, take it off maybe in a week. Give it a weed, because inevitably that will start the weeds into action. Get it cleared and then get some stuff sown in there if we can, just for a couple of rows, to try and get things started a bit early. Other than that, on the allotment it's looking quite nice. I think most other plots have managed to survive the storm we had this week. I've had to do a bit of a repair on the polytunnel, but as we can see in a second, the field beans are doing really well. I'm really tempted to leave them for the green manure, but they're looking so good. The tips are pinched out. They're supposed to taste a little bit like spinach, but I might take a few tips after they've grown a little bit more, try and get them a bit more established. I don't really want to stop them from growing and fixing the nitrogen, which is really what I'm intending to use them for this year. But I'll give you a show now of what they look like. So yes, the field beans are looking really good. They've not been attacked by anything as far as I can tell, but they really come up really well. There's a few weeds obviously to kind of get out of the way, but these are looking really good. Starting to really rocket away. There's a nice little clump over there. Obviously down this row, as I've made it, there's a few gaps here. I think this bit here, the pigeons might have had a go with the seed, or the seed was a bit variable in quality, but I did broadcast them. I didn't sow them. I sowed them broadly in 3 drills that came down here, but that's a noticeable gap there where I may have missed some seed, or the rat, mice or pigeons have had a go at them. But they're looking really good. Tempted to, as I say, pinch a few. There's quite a big clump over there, so maybe thinning them wouldn't be such a bad idea. But I've still got loads of seed. I think probably now past sowing them. I've had such a good germination rate, I don't really want to be troubling just continually trying to sow them just to fill up a gap there. But might give them a try in a spinach top equivalent, and see how they taste. As you can see, the winds are still quite strong. Polytunnel having a real fight against the wind, but it's doing quite well. It's held up. I think maybe in the spring we'll try and see if we can anchor it down a bit more to the sort of the bed frame that we've got in there. I'll try and tidy up some of that wood that's holding the plastic down. Try and get that tightened up a bit. But no, things have done not too bad. There's not really a lot of damage. There's a bin there obviously, but that's not really harming anything. I'll get that picked up. But other than that, the plots are looking quite good. Everyone's doing well. No windows in or anybody else's polytunnels strewn all over the site, so it's looking quite well. Here at the front here, the overwintered onions, the sets, the red onions are starting to come through now. They took ages to show. I really didn't think they were going to come through. They have started now. I did throw some chicken pellets down to try and give them a bit more extra feed, get them going, and they seem to have done quite well. So fingers crossed they'll come through. A little bit of weeding to do in the middle there, but that's not too bad. And then here we have the white onions. They've done really well. They've survived all over the winter. They're battered now, hopefully they'll pick up a bit. And the elephant garlic is looking brilliant. I'm really surprised at the elephant garlic here. It's done very, very well. It's done really good. It's only about 12 or so. Here at the front there's just some extra garlic sets which I put in. But that row of garlic right at the front is looking brilliant. Again, throwing a little bit of chicken pellets on them just to keep them happy. But no, very happy with that. That's looking not too bad at all. For onions, at least here at the front, as I said before in another video, it's good to have something over the winter to sort of look after, rather than just leaving it fallow. But I do like the green manures to try and keep things covered. I did them rather late this year, but that's not looking too bad at all. Here we have the new meeting shed, which has been put up now. Looking really good, really secure for people's meetings. Maybe some training and maybe seed swaps if we can get them, but that's looking good. Obviously a vast improvement on what we did have, which was fallen down and covered in asbestos. But now that's all done and dusted and taken down. We've got the inside panelled out and insulated, and that's the new shed. Here we have the inside, really good solid structure, plenty of room, able to take bookings on Airbnb shortly once we get the kitchen in. Only joking. But no, good, nice space, plenty of space for everybody to have a meeting or an AGM, or put a couple of trestle tables up, do a seed swap, or divvy out any bulk group orders for potatoes, that kind of thing. But it's looking really good. It'll look better when it's insulated and boarded up. We'll get that sorted soon. Got something in the pipeline for that arranged, and some proper flooring. No, we'll be really happy to have the use of this in a few months' time. That'll be good. So thank you for watching today. Really appreciate you keeping up tabs with what we're doing here at the allotment. If you like the content, we'd be grateful if you could like it and subscribe. If you have any comments or any suggestions or hints or tips that you might have, I'd gladly welcome them down in the comment section. Well, thanks again and see you soon. Bye.